Chapter 6. Garbage. "What are you doing with the garbage?" Mom asked. She had come downstairs on Sunday morning to find Ben in the kitchen picking things out of the garbage and putting them in a bag. Ben heard Cindy laughing from the living room where she was watching TV.
"That's his home, Mom,"
she yelled with a laugh.
"He's looking for food."
I'm building something in the garage," Ben answered quickly, ignoring Cindy. "Well, all right, but don't make a mess," Mom ordered as she poured herself a cup of coffee. "I won't," Ben said as he picked through the garbage. Ben closed the lid on the garbage can and looked in his plastic bag. He had an old piece of pizza, a magazine, an empty can of tuna, one of Cindy's old shoes, a corn cob, and some chicken bones. "Perfect," Ben said to himself. Ben ran across the backyard and into the forest with his bag of garbage, hoping nobody would see him. When he got to the trail, he kept running and running. By the time Ben came to the creek, he was exhausted. He stopped for a few minutes to catch his breath and watched the water fall over the rocks. When Ben felt rested, he got up and followed the creek to the west, climbing over dead trees until he reached the thick wall of blackberry bushes. Ben climbed through the blackberry bushes and into the swamp. Ben looked around for Zerby, but couldn't see or smell him anywhere. Ben slopped around in the mud, searching for the slimy purple alien. He started to panic. What if he already left? What if he comes back with billions of his purple alien friends? Ben thought. "Hello!" yelled Zerby from behind a tree, much to Ben's relief. "Over here is Zerby!" He waved a big, round, fingerless purple hand at Ben. Ben approached Zerby slowly. He was a little bit nervous. "I brought your 10 bananas," said Ben, lifting up the plastic bag of garbage. Ben was surprised to notice his hand was shaking. "So much thank you!" Zerby yelled. "Can I put them into the spaceship?" Ben asked. "I would really like to put these bananas into the spaceship as a reward for all my hard work." Zerby wasn't sure. Then he added, "Reward for Ben is good." Zerby led the way to the spaceship and showed Ben where the fuel container was. Luckily, Zerby moved away, so he did not notice that Ben was actually throwing in a bag of garbage into the spaceship's fuel container. Ben was fascinated with the spaceship, but knew he had to get out quickly before Zerby decided to take him on a trip to a rotten egg planet. "Happy is me!" Zerby shouted. "Zerby soon come back! Bring many friends!" The green drool rained down on Ben. "The plan worked," thought Ben. "Zerby didn't notice that the bag was full of garbage." "Goodbye, Zerby," Ben waved. Ben climbed out of the spaceship and quickly headed toward the wall of blackberry bushes that hid this strange place from the outside world. He watched as Zerby shut the door in preparation for takeoff. Ben stood well back and watched as the spaceship slowly started to glow. He could hear the engine hum and slowly get louder and louder. The spaceship was rising up out of the mud, and soon it was well above the trees. All of a sudden, there was a terrible sound of metal grinding. The spaceship suddenly stopped glowing and fell down into the swamp, where it quickly sank into the mud. Smoke started to rise out of the back of the cone. The engine was clearly broken. Then the door of the spaceship popped open, and Ben saw Zerby slide out of the ship. Zerby no longer looked friendly. He was yelling angrily in some strange language. Zerby picked up a big stick and started hitting the ship.
Ugh, mooga, luga, wugga!
A crazy Zerby screamed at the broken spaceship. Ben knew Zerby could never leave the swamp because he needed to be near the mud. Ben didn't want to stay to see what would happen next. He crawled through the hole in the wall of blackberry bushes, grabbed his wagon, and ran as fast as he could. Ben ran until his legs were tired and he couldn't breathe. When he got home, he collapsed in the backyard on the grass. He lay on his back and looked up at the sky. He was happy not to see any spaceships.